Nothing is going to change unless you put your feet to the ground and say, I'm digging my heels in. I know it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to have pushback. I know it's going to be requiring me to put time into it. When all my friends are out there running around and clubbing and doing this and chasing tail and doing this and doing that and drinking and having fun on the weekends, I'm going to be in these charts studying. I'm going to be living my life differently. But they're still going to be out there trying to chase tail, broke as fuck, driving a beater fucking car, and ain't doing shit in their life. And you'll be able to pull down annual fucking salaries on a week. You can't even imagine where you're going to be. You can't even imagine it. Whatever you think is your level of success, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. You have no idea when you strip all these limitations that you put on yourself. You shackle yourself with your own mindset. You do it. This is all I can see myself doing right now. When you start making $100,000 a year, you start thinking to yourself, well, shit, that wasn't all that hard. I thought it was really hard. Well, now I'm going to aim for $500,000. And the attempts that you do to do that, you get there in less than half the time. And you start thinking, well, shit, they say the first $1 million is the hardest one. I'm about there. Boom, in a couple more months, and then you're there. Then you look back and say, $1 million isn't all that much money. And yeah, it took some effort, but it didn't take as much effort as I thought it was going to take. And then you start making $5 million, $10 million. 15 million, 50 million. And I know I'm talking in numbers none of you can fucking comprehend, but it is what it is, folks. It's just math. It's just math. You're compounding the efforts of what you're able to do on the smallest form. In that little cookie cutter mold that I'm going to find 5 handles in the S&P to begin with. And I'm going to let it grow till I can start doing 8 and then 10, or start with 20 in NASDAQ and work towards 30 and 40 to 50. You only got to do them a few times a week, folks. And as your equity increases, you can afford to do more contracts. That compounds, and you keep adding it more and more and more. But the level of risk is always the same. Whatever you associate in terms of your risk, I'm not going to risk more than 1%. But I can't get rich trading with 1%. Bullshit. You can get rich trading with 0.25%. You have to submit the time. None of you want to do that part, but that's the part you have to submit to. That's the first thing I submitted to when I first started trading. I had a 20-year plan. Imagine me writing a book, How to Be Successful and Retire 20 Years as a Trader. Nobody's buying that book. Now, in the 80s and the 90s, that would have been a great title because everything was around what? And for you younger folks, you ain't going to know this, but it was all mutual fund. It was when mutual funds and fidelity. Everybody was trying to get people to invest in these mutual funds. And they were projecting, this is what you should do. Average is 12% return on stocks over the course of the years. You put this much money in, your money can compound. You'll have $1 million by the time you're whatever. So I was like, well, shit. If I can make 12% in a mutual fund a year, what happens if I start making 12% a month? And then what happens when I start making 12% every 2 weeks? And then what happens if I make 12% a week? And what happens if I can compound my efforts and find trades that yield 12% in the same day? Suddenly, all these big numbers that were fearful for me as even contemplating as realistic ever to reach for, they became reachable. Because I'm not increasing the level of effort in my trades. All I need is the setup. And as the equity increases in the baseline is whatever it is at the time, it's 100,000, 250,000, 500,000, $1 million account. Whatever that is, the risk percentage is never increasing. So whatever you've adopted as your model is, this is what I'm going to risk. It's going to be 1% or less. It's going to be 0.5%. It's going to be 0.25%. You're trying to tell me you're not satisfied risking 1/4% of $1 million if you have that in your trading. Okay, it's real money, not funded bullshit. It's real money, and you're able to take down a setup that yields 5 to 8 to 10 times what you're risking. Really? You don't think that that's a good living? 50 fucking grand a week? You can't get rich? Oh yeah, you're fucking great. That's rich. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You failed math. But you have to give yourself time.
Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, boys and girls? Say what is up in the chat. Let me know where you guys are calling in from. Good morning, guys. Like the stream before we get started. What's up, Ivan, Mohammed, Storm Scalp? Good to see you, man. Digging the emojis, brother. What's up, Sis, Samsor, Nika, Shuhail, K-Van, Chan, Zachariah, MJ, Oro, PEJW, Mr. Darwala. Good morning. What's up, Abel, Monkeef, Andre, Ali, Ella, Safi, Aaron, Yagal, Jordan. Morning from Australia. What's up, MD? Fari, Alex, Santana, Mohammed. This is effed up. What is this candle? What do you mean? What's up, Soné? TGIM. What's up, guys? What's up, Michael? Break a structure to the downside. Yes. Maybe incoming. Yep. We'll get into the charts. We got, I guess we got like 10 seconds till market open. Ooh, we might as well get this out of the way, don't we? We got to do this, right? Do we time it out, right?
3, 2, 1, let's fire!
Almost. Good morning, guys. What's up, what's up, what's up? So, Friday today, we have 10 a.m. news with prelim consumer sentiment. Market is just opening up right now. We have this fat bearish SMT right at negative or 1 standard deviations of Asia range currently that I'm sure you guys have your eye on as well. So nice fat with a pH SMT at these highs here on the hourly. So scaling in here, let's see what we, I mean, I hope we don't just sell freaking straight down and market open, I guess, but we know how it goes. Let me know in the chat, let me know in the poll, guys, what your bias is. Let me check this quick before. Higher, 49% of the chat is bullish. Interesting. Maybe they're going to change their vote now, or the people that didn't vote are going to vote bearish because I said something, but I don't know. I didn't mean to sway your votes, boys and girls, but 49% of the chat, as of now, bullish. Bullish today. Interesting. We will see. My bias, though, here on the weekly time frame is looking for a TGIF, yes. So I do want to see weekly candle retracement. In my opinion, we hit the buy side objective for this week, which was this weekly fair value gap and this previous weekly high in here. So yeah, me personally, I would like to see a retracement to end the week off. We do have Israel bombing Gaza this morning, so that's that's great. Maybe that will aid in the sell-off. Who knows? But we opened up and we're going straight down here. Another SMT here with this internal high as well. Right at the open, just falling off a cliff. What was this range? Like 40 points to the high there. We're right at open. Let's go to the 5. I was being sarcastic, Allie, if you couldn't tell. TGIF is 20 to 30% retracement of a weekly expansion candle from the weekly high to the low. It can be more than that, but the model calls for 20 to 30% retracement. Gosh, I am tempted to just maybe start looking for shorts already, to be honest, but I do think that we could maybe be a little bit higher resistance to the downside until we break this, obviously, one gap here that's holding us up on the hourly here. That would be the only resistance to the downside that I would be worried about. Otherwise, the question really is, do I want to participate before we break through there and risk it? Risk it for the biscuit, or play it safe and wait for the confirmation and wait for us to break through there before engaging? Is the question. And right now I'm considering just risking it. I don't. I just don't like the idea of entering in this gap here and then putting my stop all the way up here. But something tells me that's where my stop should go if I'm going to do that. Maybe we'll get a first presented fair value gap play here. This is 9:30. We don't have, yeah, first presented fair value gap hasn't printed yet. Maybe we'll look to play off of that. I'm going to stay patient here for a little bit. Like I said, I do favor downside here, but still a little bit doubtful on the entry at the moment and where I'm supposed to put my stop with this, so I'm going to just wait for a little bit. With the 10 a.m. news as well, we could end up kind of chopping until then a little bit, so could be mindful of that potentially as well. So we'll wait and see. No first presented for value get printed as of yet. Maybe you could play off of that if this looks like it's going to run away. But I think I will wait for that. Target. Asia. Yesterday's low potentially could be a target. If we see lower. Which is all the way down at the 192 level. Let me close the poll off here. Yeah, now the poll flipped to bearish. Ain't that funny how that works? 48% bearish now. So yeah, I don't know if I swayed that or not, but that is what it is. But yeah, we got bearish SMT, break a structure here to the downside. Waiting to see where we can gauge with this. You know, the idea is here, I guess, to potentially play it here. I just don't like, I mean, I feel like my stop needs to go up here at this high. I don't like this. Trying to include all this wick. Because it puts us above this swing high here where the manipulation was. So if we're correct, then that should become protected high. So opting to wait for first presented for value gap to form, maybe play off of that, and then use an internal structure for a stop loss. No, it's not as ideal, but entering here with stop here also isn't ideal for me. Am I waiting for news? I'm not requiring myself to wait for it. No, but if I mean, if it works out that way, then it works out that way. But yeah, let me know if anybody's already playing these shorts here. If you got like a turtle soup entry, you little dog, you son of a gun. If you just YOLO'd shorts right at open, just couldn't help yourself. Does anyone know what causes order rejected notification on TradeOvate? I'm trading through TradingView on my TradeOvate account. Do I know what causes order rejected? Yes. I mean, either not enough margin left in the account. You're using the improper contract size for whatever account you're using for the firm or whatever. Those would be a couple things that would cause it. If anyone has any other ideas, they can sound off in the chat. What's up? Yeah. Amine, what's up, Amine? Yeah, first presented FEG has form now. It's not like the most convincing, if I'm being honest. I may give this a try, though. Let's see if it looks like it's going to hold. Let me see if I can... I'm going to give it a second here. I'm not in this yet. Yeah. Something about the way that form just didn't look right. A little discretion, perhaps. Let's see what we do. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Can't be too trigger happy. TradingView says this will go up. TradingView, did you know that that's actually the most like annoying? There's a lot of annoying people that say shit in my chat, but for whatever reason, comments like those are the most annoying to me. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. You have no fucking clue what the market's gonna do. This market could go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles. Nobody knows what price is going to do, least of all fucking stockbrokers. See, your client buys a stock at 8, and it runs to 16. He's all fucking happy. He wants to take his money, liquidate, and go home. You don't let him do that. No, because that would make it real. You get another idea. Another stock to reinvest his earnings and then some into, and he will every time because he's fucking addicted. And you do this again and again and again. Uh-oh, TradingView. Holy fuck. Slow down. I was waiting for the candle closure here, and you're running away too quick. Jesus fuck. Slow down here, pal. I never thought waiting for a 1-minute candle would be this miserable. If we get a little bit of a pullback up into here, guys, I want to enter my shorts. I'm gonna play this. Venice. What's up, Tom? What's up, Godson? Who? There's a fucking owl in here? I'm good, Goslin. How are you? All right, guys. I went ahead and hopped in short on my XFAs here. I'm gonna see if I can get an entry. Well, you guys can see it. Oh my goodness. See if this will push. If not, I'll wait till 10 a.m. news comes out. Your good market's been trash this week. Yeah. I had 3 break-even trades. Yesterday took an L. So I'm actually down on the week. Technically, for now. Bro just did the no risk, no Rari setup. Maybe. I like lower though, so I'm willing to risk it once here before the news. If not, we'll wait. If so, we're digging probably deeper back up into here. Deeper dig into this breaker, potentially. But already tapped into it, disrespected the first presented fair value gap and reclaimed it here, so. Was willing to see if we could push down. Can you explain Silver Bullet and how you'd use it today? Fair value gap after 10 a.m. I mean, I don't know what I was going to say. Fair value gap towards the draw on liquidity after 10 a.m. I'm risking 785. On this, and then these XFAs, I got 4 micros. Versus 1 mini. Straight to funded Pandora. Yeah, it is starting to use this gap as support here. So this might be a 10 a.m. Silver Bullet play. If we don't sell off here randomly now. I won't say randomly, but it's already disrespecting the level that I wanted to see hold. I waited for this fair value gap to form just as opposed to just hopping straight in away off this closure. If we do end up getting back below it, I mean, it's just a little sloppy as well, in my opinion. 20% consistency rule is shit. I mean, yeah, if you gamble your trades, I guess. I mean, I actually don't understand that argument. Like, do you guys, like, I feel like you guys are just telling on yourself. Are your trades not fucking consistent? I'm confused. Do you just try to hit like one banger home run trade and get a payout? Is that like what you guys do? Like, then yeah, consistency rule is fucked no matter where you're at. Yeah, I really don't think the consistency rule should be a problem. I mean, let me put it this way. If people like Patrick Whelan can have no problem with the consistency rule, I don't know why anybody else would. I mean, that's a guy that's just full porting nonstop. I guess he's consistently full porting, though, so there you go. Yeah, look like a stop out here, most likely, boys and girls. Based on this respect that we're seeing here. I'm just gonna let it hit though. We're already right here. I don't really gain much by cutting it here. There we go. Yeah, stopped out there. We'll wait for news. Down 790. Stopped out on the exit phase as well. Down 328. We'll see. Maybe we'll play this. Still looking for lower, but as per Millionaire from Semi Trucks in the chat stated yesterday, gotta lose on purpose so everybody uses my affiliate code. Let's see. Macro is now just starting as well. So this is sloppy in here. Looking for a job. Are you talking about PW hedging? I mean, don't most firms not allow that? I don't think he's hedging. Guys, he makes $1 million. He makes $1 million a month from affiliate money. Like, he can afford to full port. He can afford to full port any account. On top of that, firms are probably giving him free accounts, like a lot. So it's just different. It's just a different situation. Yeah, and the unfortunate part though, NQO, is it's probably still, the payouts are still probably above what he's spending in expenses for, like, you know, accounts and activations, etc. So I'm sure he's still turning a profit regardless. But yeah, I mean, shit. What do you do? Yeah, but I think those people get banned pretty quickly, Goslin, and probably denied payouts if a firm catches on to that. And countries wonder why they get banned. Two different props. Oh. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I mean, like what Diablo is saying is very true. I mean, it's very lucrative to whether it be affiliate marketing, sell something, etc. Which I don't have any problem with people like selling stuff at all, as long as they're honest and transparent. The only thing that I have a problem with is when people lie about stuff to like gain credibility, and then also to sell something behind it. So I mean, shit. As long as people are honest, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's people's choice what they put their money towards or who they support or whatever. So if people like someone for one reason or another and they want to support them, and that they think there's value to buy something that they offer, then I have no problem with that. It's just the deception that I have a problem with, if it's going on at all. Getting a little SMT here at this high right now. We'll see if it's just a trap or not. Yeah, I mean, now that we're like this close to the news, I definitely want to wait. You know, it's easy to say in hindsight that I should have waited now that we haven't moved far. But I was still okay taking that one attempt and seeing if this move would continue quickly, and then use news as a catalyst to maybe drive it the rest of the way or most of the way to targets. Yeah, one trade taken. John already took an L today, trying to get short. Hoping that this would continue flushing. Like I did mention this to you guys though. I said the only risk of trading short early in this would be the fact that this hourly gap has to get ran through before this becomes like truly low resistance. So like it was a little risky taking it beforehand, which I did say, but I was okay with it just because I am wanting to see lower. And I think we've hit the buy side objective for the week, so I was okay with the risk. ChatGPT says they do. Can anybody answer Aussie's question in the chat? I don't think crypto is a form of payment for Apex. I may be wrong, but I don't think so. No, LOL. I've never won a trade ever. Never won a trade. Never gotten a payout. I suck ass. How do I use SMTs? I know how to spot them and have trouble understanding what they mean. I mean, I use them around like key levels, like previous day high, low sweeps, extremes of ranges, really. I know you can use them with internal ranges. I just think they're more apt to fail with internal range liquidity. Like here this morning, like we rated the highs. Like, let me go the hourly here quick. You can see ES traded above previous day high. NQ did not. And it just aligns with other narratives as well. TGIF, we're trading into a weekly for value gap up here after a bullish expansion week. So a retracement is very reasonable to expect and assume, just to either rebalance or, like I said, TGIF, retrace and create that wick for the week, that upper wick on the weekly candle. So SMT is a qualifier. I think that's one of the main things that sometimes people kind of forget. When ICT taught it, he said SMT is not to give you a bias. SMT is to help you qualify a bias, right? So if you have a bias for higher or lower, and you have other PD arrays that are forming that validate an idea as well, and then you get an SMT, it's like the last qualifier. Here's the news, guys. So let's see what this does. We're jumping right now. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, so Nay, I used to try that actually back. That was one of the other strategies I tried in my first couple years trading. I'm like, maybe I'll just put my TP where my stop loss usually goes, and I'll put my TP where I usually put my... Wait, no, I'll put my stop loss where I usually put my TP and vice versa. And then it turns out I hit a stretch of trades that would have always played out perfectly. I hit stop loss anyway. Do I think people like Nitro have months that they have literally only losing 1 or 2 trades a whole month? I mean, yeah, you go on stretches. Like, trading is a streaky thing. Like, you'll have stretches where you're just like kicking ass and like seeing everything really clearly, executing really well. And that's when you have like that a little bit of euphoria, and it's like you've kind of had that I cracked the code moment. You guys all kind of know what I'm talking about. And then when you're going through like a little bit of a lull, not catching any good trades, or maybe you're taking a little bit of a losing streak, you know, it's easy to go the exact opposite. Like, you kind of go to the other extreme and you're just like in despair a little bit. Fucking this, like, oh my God, did I forget how to trade? Like, your confidence is wavering a little bit. So you really just need one good trade and you're like right back, you know, back like you never left. So yeah, you guys have seen the best of both worlds. If you've been following the streams for a while, you've seen me go through losing streaks, winning streaks, break evens, and missing trades. I mean, you've seen pretty much everything. So yeah, it's all just kind of part of it. And, you know, sometimes it's your own fault. Sometimes it's market conditions, and a mixture of both. Like, you know, sometimes you just don't see the market well, and or you make poor decisions. Like yesterday, I would say, like, in hindsight, when I kind of reviewed the trade that I took yesterday, obviously yesterday's trade was an L for me. I was pretty disappointed in it. I was like, not really, in hindsight, wasn't like the best trade. Not like, wasn't super high quality. Like, you know, I definitely should have just probably sat on my hands. So I don't know if like the itch of like, you know, last week got left behind a couple of times. Then so far this week I only had 3 break-even trades. Obviously, we were all kind of complaining about market conditions in the AM session for the most part. So maybe that was kind of weighing on me a little bit. I'm just like eager to like, fuck, I'm trying to, you know, force a little bit. So it's a little self-reflection, I guess. But Yeah, yesterday's trade wasn't like the best. Probably could have gone without. I'm not just saying that because it lost either. It just wasn't like a high quality setup. (2020) hindsight though, right? Looks like those who voted chop are correct. Well, for now. For now. We got a lot of time left. We just rolled over into the new 10 a.m. New hourly candle, new 4-hour candle. I still favor lower. Obviously, we got this news event behind us now. So, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it's not a situation like yesterday, but it's possible that maybe we'll have to wait till like 10:30 or potentially 11 a.m. macro. That's kind of been also the theme a little bit as well. Like yesterday, we chopped for the whole hour. All of a sudden, boom, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. macro comes around, and all of a sudden we just go like straight up. And then I'm sitting there waiting for a pullback to pick me up for the buy limit, and it just never comes. You know, it's kind of like when Rose wouldn't let Jack get on the door in the Titanic is kind of what it felt like. Just left out in the cold. There was room on that door. Like, unacceptable. What if we buy 2 account with buy sell opposite for 1,500? You'll probably get banned. Yeah, Matthew. I wish it were that easy. But then again, maybe not. The thing is like finding those little tricks like that to try to game prop firms is obviously not like you're basically you're like throwing every trading thing. All trading is going out the window at that point. You're just like, I'm just gonna try to get lucky versus like really trade. So you're not like getting better as a trader by doing that, obviously, but I mean, not that we give a shit. We're trying to make money, but another SMT here. We're rejecting this level for now. Holding this. Like I said, this was an opportunity to enter here. I just feel like my stop, I would have wanted my stop all the way up here, and I just wasn't willing, I don't think, to put on that much risk. You can see this is 50% of the range here. You know, because we could dig all the way up into this wick. This is a rejection block, OT of the range. So to me, if you entered here, your stop would have to include that if you're, you know, not wanting to risk getting like stop hunted or something. So trying to shave a little risk off by going off some internal structure, which we're still kind of now waiting for again. Look at the 5-minute. Yeah, I can already imagine. Yeah. Perfect barcode. Literally fucking perfect barcode. They don't make barcode better than this. You could actually probably scan that. Keep the faith, boys. Keep the faith. Yesterday, the market lulled us to sleep with the chop. Not today. No, sir. We're going to be ready this time. We are going to be ready this time. But yeah, probably best to be sidelined for the moment. Based on the looks. Unless you're just scalping in this range here, but I am not. Why are you bearish? Bro, I can't tell if these I can never tell anymore if it's a serious question or if you guys are just being sarcastic or you just want me to talk in an Indian accent. I mean, it's fine either way, but I can't tell when people ask like seriously, why are you bearish anymore? I did already explain it as well, so Yad, you might have to rewind or show up earlier to class or wait till later. Maybe I'll revisit it, but Let me ask anybody that's bullish. Let me ask the question to you guys. Anybody in here that's bullish? Why are you bullish today? Why are you bullish, bro? Why is you bullish? You guys tell me. Let me ask you that question. Why are you bullish today? What's your reasoning? What's the logic? Other than, like, if your only logic is, I don't know, we've just been really bullish. I don't think that's good logic. If your logic is, I'll help you guys. I'll help you build the case. If your logic is, I'm bullish until this fair value gap here fails, to me, that's decent logic, right? This fails, now you're bearish. See, that would make sense to me. I'm helping you guys build the case. Because unmitigated 15-minute gap, huh? Because unmitigated 15-minute gap. Are you talking about ES? This? It's not unmitigated. We did trade into it. We respected the, looks like the lower quadrant of that gap. And then at the same time, that same wick completely filled the 15-minute gap on NQ and created an SMT divergence here. And we already had one here. Like, we keep SMTing at these highs. Wicking these highs, creating SMT divergences. I mean, so you kind of have to take all this into consideration, I would think, but yeah, support and resistance traders are fucking balling right now, dude. Imagine you're just buying, shorting, buying, short. Like, we're waiting for the breakout over here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the PC. I haven't won a trade on this PC yet. I've been stopped at break even 3 times and I've taken 2 losses. That's been my whole week. This week. The PC might be cursed, is what I'm saying. I'm joking, obviously, for the people in the chat that don't understand sarcasm. Bro's blaming the PC. Jesus. Oh. I got a Mac. I just switched from a Mac to this. Not too late to take it back, though. No, it's not the PC, but I wish it was. But we can pretend it is for now. Oh, what are we gonna do, Naz? Crack. The only problem is, like, when it accumulates like this, I feel like a lot of times it just, like, when it does run, it just runs relentlessly. And I'm sitting here, like, tittling my you-know-what. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Trump tweeted about Bruce Springsteen. I saw he put a little Truth Social about Taylor Swift, too. He said Taylor Swift is no longer hot. What do you guys think? Hot or not? Maybe she wasn't liberal. Man. Because let's be honest, right? Right? Chat, she's a 10, but she's super liberal. Like instant 2, right? And I'd be like generously. Maybe, yeah, maybe like a 1.5. A 1? Yeah, fair. Oh, Michael's being generous. He said 6. So he don't dock it that much. But maybe that's because he's like, oh, I can change, I can fix her. You know what I mean? I can convert her. Show her the light. Huh? But yeah, she might have blue hair. Well, what the hell, guys? Fair value gap here. I'm just marking out shit at this point. See if any order flow actually starts holding up now at any point. But I'll be honest, kind of ideally what I'm hoping happens, one of two things. One, we do actually get a retracement to OT of this range, and then we form something internally that we can use. Or I guess if it does sell from here, I just hope that, we, gap below the low, we trade back into it, we can trade that for lower, right? I just don't want to see like yesterday. It was just a straight move. Once it finally broke out, it just was a straight move. Granted, it happened in the macro. We're outside the macro currently, so we could see maybe chop or a grind literally for 45 minutes. I'm drinking Americano. Little splash of creamer. We don't drink it black. Can't do it. Don't want to do it. Nothing helps you more with your trading than caffeine and getting that heart rate elevated. Okay? You want to be a little on edge. Everybody else going to tell you that, you got to be relaxed, calm. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You want the truth? You come to me. Okay? I'm going to tell you what you need. Okay, better. Not too much edge. Just enough. Just enough. The right amount. The white monster. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, nobody said anything about paying with Apex with crypto, so I don't know if that person ever got their question answered. If they're still here. But I don't think it's a thing. I've never noticed it, but... Thanks, MT. You know what? Because you said that, I like you too. Thanks. I only trade when I'm shaking from caffeine. You guys remember that guy in the chat? Who was that? Like last week, he was like, Tyler, would you recommend trading drunk? Wasn't it like for like something to do with Mother's Day or something? He was like in, I don't know if he was like in Europe or something. So yeah, it was like, it's like, 10 a.m. here, but it's whatever time it is where he is at. You guys remember that? Is static drawdown on Apex just end of day drawdown? Static drawdown? Isn't it just intraday? Sorry, I should probably know that answer, but I was putting together some material to make the informative video, the full breakdown, going over all the rules, everything with Apex, planning to get that knocked out hopefully over the weekend. Bro's mom's B-Day. Oh, well, whatever. Same thing. You know, whatever you got to do, drop shop. Sounds like drop shop ain't practicing no semen retention. I thought for sure he was. See, we get this. I like this, though. I like this. I'd rather this and then set something up than just a straight run, like kind of out of nowhere. So this is actually what I prefer now. But you can see why, like, if I was going to enter off this gap here, why you need to include this now, because this could just dig into this. You know, I mean, it could be totally wrong and we just blow it out and go higher altogether. I mean, obviously we haven't gotten through the 1 hour gap yet, right? And we kind of talked about the shorts would be probably higher resistance until then. So everything's kind of playing out, you could say, to expectation a little bit. But you can see these internal SMTs, yeah, just getting absolutely abused. Sell, I'm waiting. That's the idea. I'm hoping we get one. Hey, just joined the stream. What's your bias? Full port longs. Yeah, I'll probably go visit Michael. But yeah, she's doing fine. Doing fine. Had surgery on her back. But yeah, she was like, well, she actually still is pretty like immobile. Basically has like no feeling in her entire left leg. And needs a lot of assistance just like walking right now, so. But yeah, the goal is to get her. She'll probably be through the hospital through the weekend. Yeah, it was a disc. She'll probably be in the hospital through the weekend, and then rehab after. So. So yeah, just trying to be a good brother and go keep her company. I mean, she's literally she got transferred to a hospital like 10-15 minutes from me, so just go and hang out. Otherwise, it's just nurses coming in and out. I'm sure she appreciates it. Do there? Well, let's just say. But the thing is, a lot of red flags, dude. A lot of red flags. You know what I mean? Nurses. You know, it could be a little bit of a risk there, but yeah, I may have found my wife last night. No, I'm just kidding. Probably not. But maybe. Oh yeah, Cookie. One of my exes was a nurse. My mom was also a nurse. Starting to turn here. I'm just framing stuff up here, boys and girls. Calm your tits. Three-minute gap here. See if we can inverse this. Maybe even get a 5-minute change in the state of delivery. Or lower, potentially, after sweeping these highs here. If this were to roll over, it'll look pretty good for lower, in my opinion. I'm not married, no. Single. Yep. Yeah. Women, am I right? There was a girl in the chat yesterday. She goes, I've never seen the name in the chat. Well, I think it was a girl. Her name was Sarah, and it was a girl profile picture. Never seen her name in the chat one time. She says, first comment ever. What car do you drive? Or what car do you have? Something like that. And I don't know if she just wasn't impressed. What the deal? She's gone, man. She is gone. I was like, yeah. Might have been gold digging. You know, shucks. I should have lied. Lamborghini. Rolls Royce. just keep guessing until I get the one right that she was hoping to hear. G-Wagon. Bentley. God, give me the answer. Process of elimination. Minivan. Minivan for all my adopted children. Yes. Mikhail. I do remember that. Yeah. Honestly, I don't really need it back. You can just keep it. It was kind of getting old anyway. I do, Allie, yes. Good old Beamer. Bro, why sell? What is that? I never know what that. I never know what people mean when they just put a bunch of H's. What does that even mean? Yeah, we'll do another GTR giveaway, AMA, probably pretty soon. Just waiting for my guy to get back to me. Had to get a couple modifications done, so, you know. Yeah, I got to figure out what my next one is. I don't know. I do love BMW. I love BMW, though. I'm a sucker for good customer service, and their customer service has been, like, above and beyond as well. I don't know. Maybe a truck, though. Truck or SUV. I think it's time to add some girth to my life. You know what I'm saying? You know, like on the road. Yeah, the X5s are, I mean, they are nice. We'll see. Did we get another SMT here? We did. SMT again here. 1 minute left on this 3 minute. See if we get this inversion. Jesus. See what I mean? The price just runs when it runs. $10:30 incoming as well, guys. So a new 30-minute candle. I'm probably going to grab an entry, though, off this inversion. All right, guys. Went ahead and hopped in. Managing all these different accounts on different platforms is a pain in the ass. A little bit. Just take my vote back, bro. You talk about Trump? See if I can grab an entry here. If we get a trade back up into the 1 minute gap, I'll also get in on these XFAs. I think we could maybe pull back into this. No wick on this 1 minute candle. Set a limit probably. Let's see. See if it wants to pick that up or not. Excuse me. Well, let's see. Yeah, I really like previous day low. Let's see where TGIF lines up on the weekly, though. Let me go ahead and... Can I, like, mass? Here, actually. What am I doing? Brain fart. See where TGIF lines up with the weekly. Maybe frame that, and then we'll look for some standard deviation projections as well. Just to get a clear target. A clearer target, maybe I should say. Wow. Okay, 20 to 30%. I mean, it does line up with 20 to 30% that low. Project this out, maybe. Mm, 1.5 at 20%. I know I got a lot of lines on my chart now, but I do still have a sell limit resting for these XFAs to get picked up at 418.5. I don't know if it'll get filled or not. As well as these Tradeify accounts. I'll just I'm gonna watch for like SMTs probably before once we start getting down to like 1.5 20% of the range for TGIF. Could watch for some manipulations taking place, SMTs with ES, and could maybe use that as a reason to exit the trade as well. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to hold for previous day low. I'm gonna try. No promises though. Do I stream every day? Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, John, I know it. I've been there. I'll probably be there again at some point. Yeah, that's why I just entered off the 3-minute closure when we got the inversion finally. I was just fine extending my risk a little bit to be in the move. But because I was on Tradeivate, tried getting over to Project X to get my XFAs in as well. Wasn't able to. As of yet. Still got the limit. Maybe we'll pull back and grab it. Fill on this position is 414. About a 42-point stop. Tyler, would you please change ticks values to points? I don't think you can on TradingView. I think it's just ticks or percentage or money. Yeah, I don't think you can do points, unfortunately. I would do points if I could, if that was an option. Would you prefer money? I am a big believer though that like not looking at the money probably does subconsciously help. But yeah, this is currently being copy traded across 3 150K 3 150K Tradeify straight to funded accounts. If here, can I show you? Bottom monitor. Oh, I don't have it added here, I don't think. You guys see that? So we're currently copy trading these here. Might have fucked my whole thing up here though. Dude, Project X is so ass for this. Every time you change like your like if you kind of like minimize the window, all of your things like get distorted and they don't go back to the way that they were. All your modules. Name an ICT student who trade crypto and have a YouTube channel. I don't fucking know. What do I look like? The ICT student directory? Trade Copper. I'm just using the one on Tradeaway right now. OJ. I'll probably make a video about how to use it as well. I promise you guys I would do that yesterday. So yeah, I'll try to knock that out over the weekend. I'll knock out the Apex video. Hopefully. Break-even point. Great question. Probably not till we start getting like -1 standard deviations. Maybe Asia low. We got Asia low. Might as well mark it out. Right there. Asia low. Probably a good logical break-even area. And then previous day low is like my ultimate target. I'll try to hold there. But once we start getting to like, you know, low end of the -1 standard deviations, 20% of the weekly range for TGIF, you know, I will be looking for reasons to exit. You know, I'll be looking at ES and NQ, seeing if there's any SMT, etc. Because obviously I don't know if we will get that flush there, right? We could come here and then reject. So obviously would like to secure as much as I can. Bro is ICT Lite edition. Okay. Is that supposed to be like a insult? Oh no, I'm not ICT himself. Oh no. Holy fuck. Bro's ICT Lite edition. What kind of retarded comment is that? LOL, get a load of this fucking guy. This guy's not even ICT himself. Holy shit.
Shut up, bitch!
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
You touched it. Yo, you touched a nerve, all right. Fucking A. Oh my god. No, I only get mad at the chat when I'm in drawdown. I don't get mad at the chat when I'm in profit. I'm a fair weather streamer. I'm only mad when things aren't going my way. But when they are, baby girl. How do they do it? Like this? Yeah, I don't think these XFAs are gonna get picked up. That's unfortunate. Hi, Tyler. What's up, player? Hi, Tyler. So we'll keep an eye out here. We should, I mean, we will have some SMT with Asia low, probably. Looks like NQ is going to run it out. That's tough. So we're going to have an SMT with ES and NQ at Asia low, guys. Be mindful of that. If you're looking to partial or do anything like that, Asia low is taken. So I'm going to roll stops up right now. Protect the trade. Would like to see this flush and follow through. If we really start like reversing against me, I might just have to bite the bullet and close out. So I don't want to give obviously all this back. Oh shoot, hang on. See if we can keep flushing here. -1 standard deviations. Gonna lock in here. 361. Beautiful move here. Beautiful move here. All right, guys. Closing out there. 1 minute candle came down, took this low, bouncing back up. Too much. I don't want to give back too much if this reverses against me. So I got out at -1 standard deviations of the range officially. We are in this fair value gap here. This could still hold. Like I said, I just don't want to give back profit, bro. I can't control what we do. Gave it a chance, though. SMT is still present with ES here. Let's see, though. If you guys are still holding, let me know. Let me know. Wish you the best of luck. So, yeah, back in green. Back in green, up about $600 per account for the day. Down on the XFAs, though, because I wasn't able to get in that trade on the XFAs. So, yeah, I'm down 300 on those. Want to watch this. So I just want to see how it plays out from here. You know, obviously I can kick myself a little bit if it just does sell off. But obviously I'll be ecstatic if it pulls back and I was right for getting out when I did. Obviously still have a little lower we could go for that TGIF to fully complete. Like I said, if you guys are still holding, good luck. But for me, it feels good to get back on the right side, man. I'm not sure why it's not showing my... Why is it not showing my buy exit arrow? Refresh. There we go. Yeah, I could maybe seek re-entry here as well. Just kind of depends how this forms. This is looking pretty sharp right here. A lot of 5-minute imbalances, obviously up in here, but I just don't think you really want to see it pull back up in here. I think if we pull back up into here, it doesn't really look that good for lower. At least not for the short term. But yeah, I would personally kind of think you'd want to see this range begin to hold. But yeah, this was the fair value gap that was created, taking out Asia low. Obviously, we got the SMT here. So to me, well, ideally, at least, like this is what you would have wanted to see respect, and there was like almost no respect immediately. Granted, it is the 1 minute though, so we got 2 minute, 3 minute imbalance currently that we're in that we could respect with the bodies. We got a minute left on these. But yeah, this is why I wanted to exit. I did not want to give all this back after that. Freaky Friday. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. You guys know what else I can do with Tradeify? Dude, I could be the ultimate Furu. Check this shit out. See, what you do is you go in your trade log. You go in your trade log and what you do is you take the picture. You take the picture of your trade that won. You don't even mention the trade that lost. You just sweep that under the rug because they don't need to know about that. And you come over here to the Discord and you do this. I never took an L. I don't know what you're talking about. But no, yeah, I took an L. Obviously, prior, I was down 790 prior. Oh, man. That's funny. Update. Yeah, might as well. And now I link the course. I'm just kidding. There is no course. But yeah, no, for those of you guys that were asking about like some of the basic shite, like if you go to my Discord, I added this section. If you scroll down here, Smart Money Basics, you click this. I have like a little basics bootcamp, an educational section where I teach like ICT concepts and models. And then I also have this playlist. This is also public on my YouTube. If you open this up, it's a list. I literally went through, I hand selected the most important ICT videos. So you don't have to watch all of them. Would I recommend that you watch more if you can? Yes. But these are the ones that I think are like, at bare minimum, you should watch these. This is going to, like, some of you guys asking, like, what is TGIF? Silver Bullet, One Setup for Life, like all the things that we discuss on a day-to-day. This is like, this will explain it all. But you got to go through this if you want to have a basic understanding. And that way I don't have to, you know, I can speak with the proper phrases and have you guys not be confused, for those of you guys that are curious. But yeah, so that's all there. So hop in the Discord if you are interested. And then I have the ICT audios that you guys hear me play on stream here as well. A link to ICT's, like all the Twitter spaces that he ever did. It's all on a Spotify playlist, so I have that linked in here as well. So yeah, just a good resource for you guys that are asking questions. I did take profit. I did. I ended up closing right here at right around -1 standard deviations, 345.5 is my exit, with my entry at 414. So what did that? I gotta add that to my toolbar. Why is that not on here? One contract, 414 to 345. Oh, I thought this told me the points on it. Well, told me having to do the math. What is math? 55 plus 14, 59, 60. Ha! 69 points. We caught us a clean 69 points today, boys and girls. Let's fucking go. W's in the chat for catching 69 points. Hey guys, you know what day it is today? That's right.
Mufasa, you know we finally here, right? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday. Hey, go, what? Mufasa, 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 hey, 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 move, let's go, what, hey, hey.
It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? Look at this. Pulling all the way back, boys. Great exit. Great fucking exit. We like that. We like that. Shit. Let's do a P&L check, shall we? All right, where's TradingView at? He said we were going higher. Remember, guys, right here, he said this will go higher or something like that. $20 viewers. 20? Whoa. 20 viewers? I don't think I ever had 20. Maybe like 100. Yeah, when I first started streaming, I think I had like 100 to like 200, anywhere in that range. But yeah, it's been a fun journey growing the channel, streaming with you, ladies and gents, even the trolls. Like the stream, boys and girls. Helps the channel out more than you know. All you got to do is thumb me. Put your thumb on my video. It is much appreciated. But yeah, let me know, boys, green, red, or flat today. In the poll in the chat. But yeah, give me a thumb if you enjoyed today. One way or another. Come on, dude. Don't be stingy with those thumbs. You got 2 of them. Least you could do is give me 1. But yeah, looking ahead to next week, boys and girls, while we kind of just moseying on here. So, oh great, no news Monday, no news Tuesday, no news Wednesday. Fucking fantastic. Awesome. Oh, I'm not nervous. You are. Let's check the earnings calendar. Where are we at here? Come on. It's Johnny. All right, nothing Wednesday, nothing. Why does it do that? Bum 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 bum. Forget about your boyfriend. Meet me at the hotel room. Yeah, we don't got any earnings or anything. Huh, all right. Tapping into the 5-minute gap here. Retest of New York Midnight. Nice reaction there for the moment. We'll see if it holds though, but I think I'm going to be good on this. Probably just tape read if we continue lower. Got a lot of drawings on my chart right now. I'm not liking it. Well, you know what to do with it, Kurt. You know what to do with that thumb. That's right. I'll do it in an Indian accent. No, I'll have to keep you guys waiting for that. But hey, guys, I appreciate you showing up. Looking at the poll, most of the chat is green. So very happy to see it. Enjoy your Friday, boys and girls. Enjoy your weekend. I will be live next week. Yes, we've got some no news days to start the week off, but we'll still be live. And we'll try to make the best of it, boys and girls. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Be safe. If you're still trading today, good luck. Be smart. Don't be degenerate. And blow up on a Friday. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Peace and love.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks. He's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks. He's a millionaire.